How's everybody doing? Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're having an amazing day. I'm looking forward to spending just a few minutes with you. Always talking about power, mind, and money. And I'm interested in making sure that you know that we're here to help you. Hey, who's jumping on with me? I see we got a few people jumping on with me. I am Derick Gant. I am a registered investment advisor. I am a master spin instructor. On any given day, I have two studs for a son, two sons. I employ up to 20 people on any given day, trying to help them figure out how to maintain a great lifestyle, great fitness between investments, getting out of debt and credit, and staying in great shape or helping other people. So my team and I are crazily focused on helping people figure out how to improve their life. And as I said, it's either fitness or it's finance. So I come to you Sunday night live at 7 with the intention and the hope that there is something that I can add to your life on a Sunday night that will be in your brain all night, so that Monday, and while you're resting, you have something to think about, something to look forward to, something to press for. So recently, I did a talk, a TED Talk. I don't know how many of you have heard of a TED Talk, but a TED Talk is a lecture series that people are asked to speak on, and they're asked to share a great idea, something that will help people get better. And so I've done this a few years ago. Hi, Shantella. Hi, Laurenetta. If you want me to see your name, you have to click the link above, so that you give StreamYard permission for me to see your name, and then I can make sure I say thank you for joining me and being a part of what we're doing. So I did this TED Talk, and I did it on the subject matter of the powerlessness, the fear of powerlessness. And the reason why I talk about power, mind, and money is because so many people are afraid. They're afraid of so many different things. We're all afraid of something different. But if you look at our society and you look at your own life and you say, well, what am I lacking? What am I always concerned about? What's the first thought on my mind in the morning when I wake up? What is the thing that I'm concerned about with my kids? What am I thinking about when I'm in a kind of a lull type of mindset? Do you not have enough money? Are you worried about keeping your job because COVID has continuously shrunk our economy? Are you out of shape? You want to get in shape, you can't fit your clothes anymore. I mean, really it comes down to understanding where you are and what will help you get better. Now, I am all about the money. Now, I believe that when you get better, when you make yourself better at work, better at school, better, wherever you are doing whatever you're doing, right? When I'm teaching spin, my goal is to be the best spin instructor in the studio. That's my goal. And I go to every class with that intent, because if I'm the best instructor and I bring more people to the studio, then my employer will want to keep me around more. He or she will want to do more with me. And the same thing goes for your employer. You go to work and you're doing the absolute minimum to get by, because they're already underpaying you. You know they're underpaying you. You want them to know they're underpaying you, so you do the minimum. So they see you doing the minimum. They see you leaving at 5 o'clock on the nose. And guess what they think? They deserve the minimum. So you're fulfilling your own destiny. But if you change that mindset and you say, I'm going to go get my money. So how I do that is I am going to elevate my value. I'm going to make it obscenely obvious that I am the best one doing this job. That I'm the best one in this group. I'm the best one in this marketplace. And so when you do that, you'll be recognized. You'll be recognized. And when they want to size down, you're not the one to get sized down. If you are the one to get sized down, then you're the one that has an amazing resume with amazing work ethic and amazing referral. It is a no-lose proposition by giving your absolute best at every possible measure that you can. So the question becomes, what's your plan? Well, what's your plan? Do you stop long enough to understand that you're not living the life that you really want? Are you understanding that your sicknesses, that your ailments, that your injuries are all revolving around the place that you're not happy? So I didn't tell anybody this week, but this whole week I've had this little floater thing in my eye. And the first person I told said, it's probably stress. They Googled it. It said dehydration, stress, or not enough minerals. And so I started thinking about, well, what am I stressed about? And what have I been really pressed on? And this whole week, I have been really pressured to make sure that the team and I provide this immense value for the people that's been in our group. Because the whole week we ran this group program for people to understand what it takes to actually get better. And so we walked them through every day succinctly, day after day after day, what it takes for them to get better that day. And then we gave them a systematic tool to track what they were doing, how they were doing it in order to help them get where they want to be. So a lot of people talk about wanting to get better, but very few people do it. And it's the discipline of doing it that creates consistency. And the consistency of doing it creates momentum. And the momentum of doing it creates more value, more successes, more wins. Have you seen those people? They tell you, and they're not really people, they're like the memes and some of the motivational people. They say, you got to fail your way to success. And I call BS on that. I say win small, win a little bit bigger, win a little bit more, win a little bit more. So it's when you consistently put your efforts in and you consistently do better that you consistently get those raises, that you consistently get those promotions. And while you're doing those incremental things, you should also be thinking about how you can create more streams of income. How can you create more money? So let me tell you this much. The average, not the above average, the average millionaire has 7 streams of income. We teach those 7 streams. Now, everybody's not ready for them. Most people are ready for number 1, go get a job, right? Most people are ready for number 1, but we teach 7. There's 7. The average millionaire has 7 streams of income. How many do you have? How many streams of income do you have? Let me see. Tell me in the comments. Comment and tell me how many streams of income you have. Hi, Cynical Effects. Hi, Rashawn. Hi, Janine. Hi, Laurinetta. How many streams of income do you have? Type it. 1, 2, 3. How many? Okay. But I can guarantee you, most people have 1 stream of income. Okay. And if they get lucky, there you go, Dawn. Dawn has 2. Hi, Yolanda Dabney. Now, Yolanda used to have about 4 streams of income. She had rental properties. She's a nurse. She was a teacher. So you have to have, I don't know what she's doing now. I haven't talked to her in a little bit, but you got to have multiple streams of income. And in order to do that, you have to have a plan. So what's your plan? So here's the thing. We're helping people come up with the plan, right? How can you go from 1 to 2? How can you go from 2 to 4? Right? How can you get closer to the 7? So we're helping people come up with the plan to create more income, to create more value, to master themselves so they can add value to their bottom line. Because here's the reality of it. When you have more money, you have more choices. It is not complicated. The more money you have, the more choices you have. You have enough money to stay in a $200 a night hotel. That's the limit to what you can choose to do. You can choose $200 or less. But once you taste $200, I guarantee you'll never want to go stay in a $59.99 Red Roof Inn. No offense against Red Roof, but you see what I'm saying, right? But I was explaining to my son, we were looking at something, explaining to him, there are people that stay $2,000 a night, $2,000 a night, and they don't flinch. So today, my son sent me an Instagram image, and it was The Rock, The Rock, the movie actor, the wrestler. He had drove through his gate because the electric in his house went out and he wanted to go work out. So he drove through the gate and the gate was laying. It was one of those electric gates that close. It was laying on the ground. And he was like, no way. And I told him, I texted him back and I said, Dev, The repair cost on the Rock's gate is just like the cost that it takes you to fill up half a tank of gas. Everything is relative. He could drive through the gate and get it fixed and not flinch. He'd take the money out of his front pocket just to get the gate fixed. So I'm suggesting to you that if you're tired of living mediocre, if you're tired of living average, if you're tired of talking about your best life, if your best life is looking at pictures and then maybe getting a less than on your credit card that you got to figure out how to pay off, you gave yourself a choice, and your choice was more misery in the future, right? Putting that on the charge card that you're carrying a balance on is misery in the future. So we're talking about what's your plan to create a lifestyle misery-free? What's your plan to create a lifestyle that is COVID-free and COVID worry-free because you're healthy and your immune system is tilted, right? Not on the border, it's tilted. Now, listen, so many people have issues that they can't help. I mean, don't get me wrong. I understand this. They have asthma and there's different things that they can't help. But the things that you can help, are you doing? Are you doing the things that you can help? Are you allowing yourself more choices? How old are you? You're watching this program, this broadcast, this live on my page, and I'm over 50. So I'm assuming most people watching me aren't 16. They have no interest in what I have to say. But I'm assuming you're over 40. You're over 35 or 40 if you're watching this. And there's some young people like my son that are 24 that want to know how I accumulated what I accumulated. So they're watching. You know, they're looking to see what is he talking about so I can get what he has way earlier than he got it. And I commend my son for that, my niece, and all those young kids. Listen, pay attention. So here's the next thing I'm going to tell you. You see these books? You see these? You know, I got 100 of these here. I have 300 at my office. You got to read. The average millionaire reads 2 books a month. Now, I'm not here to preach about being a millionaire. I'm here to preach choices. I'm here to preach, honestly, $1 million is nothing. I mean, when you want to retire and you say I have $1 million and you retire at 60, you're going to live to 85. You're going to live 25 more years off $1 million. So let me tell you something. I manage investments for a living. It's tight, right? You get Social Security, that's tight. You're going to depend on somebody else, that's too tight. You don't want to live that tight. So what am I saying? I'm saying to you, you need a plan. We're putting together plans every day for people, but people are scared. I told you when I first started this, people are afraid. They're afraid of not having enough money. People with money are afraid of running out of money. People are afraid this guy's going to come into the office and the political office and take their money, and this guy's against them getting money. Listen, you're in control of your money. And when you're sitting on the couch watching all that BS on TV, you're not making no money. You're just feeding into the frenzy, this frenzy, because everybody else is already fried. I don't even turn the TV on if I can help it, right? My son tells me what's going on in the world because I don't need to know unless the world is how to make you more money, because that's the only world I care about. How can you get your head game straight, right? I wrote this book, 24K Life Code, to give people foundational principles to level up their life, right? Because I can't talk to everybody, but people need to read more. And people of color, we really need to read more. We complain, we bitch, the man is holding us down, you're the man holding you down. You are the man holding you down. I hope I get a lot of hate mail because I got a lot to say about that. You are the one holding you down, watching Power, watching all these things, texting all your friends. It's on. How about text your friends and say, I started a new business, you need to support me. It's on. How about that on? You know, and all the other shows that you're watching that aren't doing one thing for your psyche, they're not doing one thing for your game plan. Now, I'm not here to beat you up. I'm simply saying, listen, it's time. It's time for the people who really want to elevate, who really want to control their life, and who want to help other people control their lives. Get off the couch and go do it. Get fit, get fine, get fancy. Let them hate, because when they hate, they start listening. When they hate, they start listening. So what are you doing? Even if they don't ask you, they're paying attention to what you're doing. And what I'm doing is being disciplined every day about elevating my game, reading, writing, creating new programs for people, learning more about more investments. When I'm working out with my workout buddy, you know what we're talking about? Money. And I don't even start the conversation. He asked me. We talk about money. how he can get more, how he can protect it. Should I be in cryptocurrency? He's asking me questions, right? And we have a fair exchange because he's helping me stay fit and I'm helping him stay financially fit. Those are the kind of relationships you need. I don't care when he calls, I do my absolute best to make it to work out with him because we both benefit. How many relationships do you have that are mutually elevating? How many relationships do you have where they tear you down? You got a ton of those. You got a ton. Get the ones that elevate. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Get the ones that elevate. So here's the thing. We're coming together because it is imperative that we stop the 2020 bleeding. 2020, we gotta stop the bleeding. So we're coming together on November 6th and November 7th, and we're bringing, I say we, the 24K community, we're bringing 6 speakers, 6 different experts to help you figure out how to get your stomach right, because your health is right here in your stomach. How do you get your gut health right? How do you get your immune system right? How do you get your money tighter? How do you make more money? How do you get more streams of income? Okay, 6, 7, 2, you got to get more, because if you stay the same, you're going to be hurting. You're already hurting, right? How well did you do during COVID when they were kicking out the extra cash, right? Did you use that money to improve your game, or did you go spend it? Did you save it? Did you spend it? My client saved it because I was in their ear and we set a game plan. Did you see what I put up here earlier? They had a plan. What's your plan? What's your strategy in order to elevate? So we have an event coming up. It's called Maximum Impact. And Maximum Impact, we have these 6 expert speakers coming. It is going to be 2 days. What else are you doing? You can't go sit in a restaurant, right? All you can do is sit at home and watch TV. You can't stay out at the bars all night. Listen, you need to join us during this time, because we're going to go through, and we're not telling you anything. We are not going to tell you anything. When you get there, we are going to show you exactly what you need to do in every one of those areas, in your fitness, in your finance, in your mindset, okay, in your spirituality. How do you actually manage your time to get more out of it? Because you are short time. If you're over 40, you're halfway through the game. You are halfway through the game. Your life expectancy is 83. If you're 40, you're halfway through. You don't have time to be playing around, sitting around watching TV, playing video games. Grown-ass man playing, I said I wasn't going to swear. Grown man playing video games all day with the kids? Come on now. Your family needs you. They need you to elevate. They need you to insulate. I spend my time teaching my son how to elevate, because if I can't give him stacks on stacks on stacks, I can give him stacks on stacks on stacks. I can give him all my 30 years of investment knowledge. I can give him all of my tenacity, all of my discipline, everything that it takes to be successful. Now it's up to him to take it, but I can give it to both my boys. I can give it to my niece, okay? So what are you doing? We're going to drop the link after this for Maximum Impact. Listen, for 24 hours, we did this in our private group. We did it in our private group, and we're going to do it for you. But we did it for them all week. We're only doing it for you for 24 hours. That's 1 day. So tomorrow night, we're going to bring this down. We're going to close this coupon code. For 24 hours, you can get 50% off of the ticket price to come in and spend the day with us. The 2 days, I'm sorry. It's only $1.25, so you're talking $60. Our other ticket's $100, so that's $50. So for $50, you can spend 2 days. We're going to roll up our sleeves. We're going to give you a workbook. We're going to grind you through every step that it takes to elevate your life. We're going to tell you what books you need to be reading, what programs you need to be looking into, and how to actually elevate your life, because that's what it takes. It takes you to invest in you, to do the work day after day after day after day. And when you do it long enough, you create a lifestyle. And it's not hard anymore when it's a lifestyle. It takes 66 days to create a habit. We took 7 days in a row this past week to show everybody what they need to do every day, just to show them what they need to do. They didn't change, right? They just know what it takes. And then it takes to do it 66 days to make it a consistent habit. But any day that they fall off, any week they fall off, any 2 weeks they fall off, they're back to the old habit. So it takes a lot longer to create a lifestyle. So we're going to show you how to create a lifestyle. A lifestyle allows you to travel. A lifestyle allows you to make choices, to buy those Lululemon clothes, those Lululemon workout clothes that you love so much. It's choices. It's options and choices. And I'm just asking you, what are you going to do? Write this discount code down and save it so when we drop the link, you can grab your tickets. So the last thing I'm going to ask you to do is like and share this post. Like and share this post. Decide that today's the day that you're going to make a change. Hi, Kathy Nelson. Nice art. Kathy says nice art. You know why Kathy says nice art? Because she owns the wine, the paint, the sip and paint art place. Kathy, this magnificent piece of art was from my son when he was, I don't know, 8 or 9 or something, and I absolutely love it because in some circles, I'm sure it's worth $10 million, right? I mean, I've seen weirder paintings, but I love that because he made it, and it's awesome. Laurinetta says she's got 3. Yolanda Dabney says building generational wealth is my purpose. Okay, girl, I heard you before, but you know what you need to do. You know what you need to do. And the first thing you need to do is to make a decision that you're going to be consistent and that you're going to tap into that source consistently. And we're going to blow it up because you got the attitude, you got the knowledge, you got the drive, you got the mindset, you got the skill set. You're only missing one set. And I'm going to help you get it. Come to the conference, come to the event. It's a live interactive event, maximum impact. It's on November 6th and 7th. And I'm telling you, won't regret it. We have speakers coming in they're going to be dialing in from Chicago, Chantella Richardson, California, Jennifer Fontanilla. We got NBA and a broadcasting all-star that's going to come in from California. He's going to dial in. We have Roger Bowman, who is a nutritional and fitness expert. We have Terrence Ellis, who's a gut health expert. We have myself, who's going to drill into the money game. We're bringing you so much information in a 4-hour window with the workbook, with the know-how, with the how to actually do it. I'm telling you, you shouldn't miss it. You shouldn't miss it. So make sure you take a look and make a decision. You have time. You got time. You spend all your money from payday, no choices, right? You see what I'm talking about? You spend all your money from payday, no choices. Paid all your bills, tapped out. Nothing wrong with that. I'm glad you paid your bills. But let me help you. That is not living. It's not living. It's not living. It's mediocre. It's average, right? You've been doing that. You know deep down in here, you need to level up. Yes, Yolanda is going to be on Zoom. It's going to be on Zoom. So we're going to do interactive, meaning I'm going to put your ass, I'm sorry, I said I'm going to swear. We're going to put you up on the screen and we're going to talk about some stuff, right? We're going to dig in and you're going to say, okay, now how do I actually do this in my situation if you're willing to share your information? And we're going to answer it, right? The expert's going to talk about your gut health. Whatever you're willing to serve up, we're willing to answer because that's why we're here. We're not here for tiddlywinks. We're not here playing games. I don't have time for any of that. My time is let's get 500 people that want to take control of their life, that want to move their life from average to greatness, because there is no difference. There is zero difference between you, me, and Barack Obama or anybody else, right? There's no difference. The difference is some people get off their ass and do some stuff on a consistent basis, and the most of us don't. So listen, consistently here for you, consistently here for you, consistently learning, trying to figure out how to help you elevate. And as you elevate, I elevate. It's just the way it works. As you elevate, I elevate. I'm writing down my questions for that day. Sean, write them down. Write them down. If you haven't read the book, read the book, because a lot of it's on the book. I mean, a lot of it. We're digging in on how to be mentally tough. How do you stand tall when everybody in your circle is trying to drag you down, right? The average of your 5 friends is who you are. Most of us need better friends. If anybody who knows me, I don't hang around a lot of people, right? Because if you're not, what we gonna do? I mean, seriously, what are we gonna do? Because when I say I'm working or I'm talking about some strategy, what you gonna do? You know, what are we gonna talk about? So listen, I need you to be your best, bring your best, and leave nothing to chance. All right, Yolanda, I see you're in. Kathy, you're in, you need discipline. Kathy, we're going to talk about the number one thing we're going to talk about is accountability and discipline. We're going to really get into time management, but net, it's accountability and discipline. We're going to figure out how to become accountable to the right people for the right reasons and how to be disciplined, because discipline is sexy. We admire all the amazing artists, be it musical artists or basketball, football. I mean, all these amazing people. And you know the one thing they have in common? They were disciplined in their craft. They did their thing with immense, intense discipline, and we admire that. And that's why they're successful. That's why we admire it. And that's why we pay millions of dollars to these jokers to bounce a ball, to catch a ball, to play a flute or a guitar or to rap or whatever it is, because they have Tammy, get you. I think Tammy, you already got your ticket, Tammy. I think maybe you didn't. I gotta go take a look. But anyway, get your ticket. This is what we're doing. We're gonna roll up our sleeves and we're gonna talk about this, and then we're gonna do it. And you're at the end of the session, you're gonna say, here is my discipline plan. Here's my accountability plan. I got it laid out. Now we're gonna go test it. Because remember, I'm gonna give it to you November 6th and 7th. It takes 60 days to create that new habit. Guess how many days between November and January 1st there are? So we've already devised a plan to be with you for 60 days after. That's just the extra. But right now we're just talking about how to set it up. How to set it up, how to be it, how to do it, how to live it, how to eat it, drink it, and eliminate anybody in your circle that's not all about it. They got to go. You have family, friends, cousins, neighbors. It's not about what you're trying to do. They got to go. It's too late. They got to go. Okay? So listen, again, I'm Derick Gant. I want you to be your best, bring your best, leave nothing to chance. And I want you to have an amazing week. Register for the conference and know that if you show up, we're going to be ready to help you.
This is Mary. She understands the importance of a strong root system. So when Mary lost a tooth, she went to Frankel Dentistry to replace it with a dental implant. Its titanium root is precisely placed and naturally fuses with her jawbone over time for a permanent replacement that's as strong as it is beautiful, just like her smile. Because making you smile is what we're all about.
I'm saying that most people quit before they ever get what they really want. And it's not just about quitting. It's about not being tenacious enough to follow through, to build the momentum you need in order to get you where you want to go. So you got this snapshot, you get this picture, this idea in your head, and you say, this is where I'm going and what I want to do. But what you don't have in your head is a full out plan, a complete strategy to get you there. Have a great week. Have a blessed night.